shopping and money. You just spent $347 online.
You open your phone, notification, your order has shipped. Wait, what did I even buy? If this sounds familiar, you need today's lesson. Three questions about money and shopping that reveal your entire financial personality. By the end, you'll hear two friends having the exact conversation you had last week. Don't click away.
Question 1. Do you prefer online shopping or in-store? Answer 1. Online shopping all the way. I do 90% of my shopping from my couch. It's so convenient. I can compare prices instantly, read reviews, and avoid crowds. Plus, I don't have to deal with parking or pushy salespeople. The only downside is waiting for delivery, but most places have free 2-day shipping now. I even buy groceries online sometimes. It saves me so much time and energy. I can shop at 2 in the morning if I want to. Answer 2. I actually prefer shopping in-store. I need to see and touch things before buying them, especially clothes. Online photos can be misleading. Plus, I like trying things on to make sure they fit properly. When I shop in store, I can take it home immediately instead of waiting days. And if something's wrong, I can return it right away without shipping hassles. Also, I enjoy the experience of browsing and discovering things I wasn't looking for. Online shopping feels impersonal to me. Key vocabulary.
All the way means completely or 100%. Compare prices means check different stores to find the best deal. Pushy salespeople means aggressive sellers who pressure you. Downside means disadvantage or negative aspect. Misleading means giving wrong impression. Fit properly means be the right size. Right away means immediately. Shipping hassles means problems with delivery and returns. Browsing means looking around without specific purpose. Impersonal means lacking human connection.
Question 2. How often do you check your bank account? Answer 1. I check it multiple times a day, honestly. Maybe that's excessive, but I like knowing exactly where my money is going. I have notifications turned on for every transaction, even small ones. It helps me stay on top of my budget and catch any fraudulent charges immediately. I track every expense in an app too. Some people think I'm paranoid, but I've never been surprised by my bank balance. I always know exactly how much I have available to spend. Answer 2. Not very often, to be honest. Maybe once a week, or when I need to pay bills. I don't like obsessing over money. As long as I'm not overdrafting, I'm fine. I trust that my automatic payments are going through. Checking constantly would just stress me out. I know roughly how much I have, and that's good enough for me. I'd rather not think about money all the time. Life's too short to worry about every little purchase. Important phrases.
Multiple times means many times, more than 2 or 3. Excessive means too much, more than necessary. Stay on top of means monitor closely and control. Fraudulent charges means unauthorized transactions or scams. Paranoid means excessively worried or suspicious. Bank balance means the amount of money in your account. Available to spend means money you can use. Obsessing over means thinking about constantly. Overdrafting means spending more money than you have. Roughly means approximately.
Question 3. What's the last thing you bought online? Answer 1. The last thing I bought was wireless earbuds. My old ones broke, so I needed a replacement. I spent like 2 hours reading reviews and comparing different brands. I finally found a pair with great sound quality and good battery life for a decent price. They arrived yesterday, and I'm really happy with them. I always do tons of research before buying electronics. It's worth taking the time to find the right product instead of impulse buying and regretting it later. Answer 2. The last thing I bought online. Probably some random snacks at 3 in the morning. I was scrolling through my phone, couldn't sleep, and saw an ad for international candy. Next thing I know, I ordered $30 worth of Japanese snacks. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but when they arrived, I was like, why did I buy this? I'm terrible with impulse purchases. I see something interesting, click buy, and deal with the consequences later. My bank account hates me. Useful expressions.
The last thing means the most recent item. Broke means stopped working. Replacement means substitute or new version. Tons of research means extensive investigation. Decent price means reasonable cost, good value. Worth taking the time means valuable to spend time on. Impulse buying means purchasing without planning. Random means without specific reason or pattern. Next thing I know means suddenly before realizing. Deal with the consequences means handle the results of your actions. My bank account hates me is humorous way to say you spend too much.
Real conversation, two friends. Now let's hear two friends talking about their shopping habits.
Dude, did you see that notification? Another package arrived for you. That's like the third one this week.
Yeah. So, do you prefer online shopping or in-store? Because I'm definitely team online all the way.
I mean, I get it. But don't you spend way too much? How often do you check your bank account, man?
Not very often, honestly. Maybe once a week. As long as I'm not overdrafting, I'm fine. What about you?
I check mine multiple times a day. I like staying on top of my budget. I have notifications for every transaction.
That sounds exhausting. Doesn't that stress you out?
Not really. It actually gives me peace of mind. I always know exactly how much I have available to spend. You should try it.
Nah. I'd rather not obsess over money. Life's too short, you know.
Fair enough. So what's the last thing you bought online anyway?
Some Japanese snacks at 3 in the morning. I saw an ad and couldn't resist. $30.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Impulse buying at 3 a.m.? That's why you need to track your spending, bro.
All right. Maybe you have a point. What was the last thing you bought?
Wireless earbuds. But I spent 2 hours reading reviews and comparing prices. Got them for a decent price with great battery life.
2 hours? Man, that's way too much effort for me.
Yeah, but I won't regret it later. Your Japanese snacks, though.
Hey, don't judge. They're actually pretty good. Want to try some?
Sure. Maybe impulse buying isn't always bad.
Grammar used. Let's analyze the grammar patterns. First, frequency expressions. Multiple times a day, specific frequency. Not very often, vague frequency. Once a week, exact frequency. We use these to describe how regularly we do things. Notice how often questions always use these types of answers. Second, comparative structures for preferences. I prefer online shopping. Simple preference. I'd rather not obsess. Preference with rather. Better than waiting. Comparison. These structures show what you like more. Prefer takes a noun or gerund. Rather takes an infinitive. Better than compares two options directly. Third, present perfect for recent actions. What's the last thing you bought? Recent past with present relevance. They've arrived. Past action affecting now. I've never been surprised. Experience up to now. We use present perfect when the timing isn't specific or when past actions connect to the present moment. Fourth, informal conversation markers. Dude, man. Bro, casual address between friends. I mean, you know, anyway, conversation fillers. Fair enough. Accepting another's point. These make conversations sound natural and relaxed. Male friends especially use these markers frequently.
Today you learned how native English speakers talk about money and shopping. These conversations happen every day between friends, roommates, and couples. The vocabulary you learned, impulse buying, staying on top of your budget, online versus in-store, these are essential for daily life in English. Here's your challenge. Next time you buy something online, describe it in English. Say it out loud. I just bought blank. I spent 2 hours comparing prices. Practice makes perfect. See you Wednesday with 3 questions about work, life, and stress. And hey, maybe check your bank account before you go.